G'day, welcome to part 3 of a 3-part series all about Cape York. In this video I want to show you how much, how far and how long. Let's go. We start this part of the journey in Weipa, a great town with a lot to offer. And if you're really lucky, you might get to see some Aboriginal culture in practice, like this fisherman. A local Aboriginal is out there spearing stingray, and we've all been warned off not to be in this water because of the crocodile. But he said, and he will know, there's no crocodile here. So. I just wanted to tell you about Bulldust. I'm sure you wanted to hear about that. Basically, I used to think Bulldust was from the cows, as in the male cows. Turns out it's not. It's the dust that's upset from the cars going over and making the corrugations, sprays up a very fine powder. And that fine powder is this. And this is Bulldust. That's Bulldust. What happens is that often sits on a hole, so as the car comes flying along, car comes along the road and the very soft powder Bulldust is covering the hole, quite often you'll be driving and then suddenly the car will bump down like that, which is very unnerving, but just got to drive to the conditions. So it's a bit of Bulldust for you. And now going down a little shortcut to go down to see Palm River crossing. Won't be doing it, but just going down to have a look. It's supposed to be 3 kilometres and a bit of a wild trip. So here we go. way to Fruit Bat Falls, 2.7 kilometres off the beaten track, and about to be very excited by a very nice area. One more. Good morning. Here I am at Elliot Falls and Twin Falls. Delightful little area. Yesterday I spent some time at Fruit Bat Falls. Love that. How good. You can't camp at Fruit Bat Falls, but you can camp here. Catch is you do have to be organised and log on and make your payments and say which campsite you want to be on, so on and so forth. And that's a bit of a problem if you're kind of a bit of what I would say I'm a bit of an ad hoc traveller. So I don't know how long I'll stay here. One night. I don't know how long I'll stay at various places. You've just got to have a leap of faith, have your best estimate and guesstimate, and then book it in, pay for it, and then you get a document. So once you've got that document, it's okay. If the ranger does come, he will potentially fine you, so that's a bit of a drama. And also if you just pull into one of the campsites, it might already be booked. So you then have to deal with the person who's already paid for it, gone to the trouble, and drama. But there is a campsite, free campsite, just up the road. So I'll point that out before I go. Again, flies and insects have become a bit more of a challenge here at at Elliot Falls. But otherwise, yeah, falls are great, beautiful. Went swimming yesterday and went swimming at Fruit Bat Falls. Fruit Bat Falls, as I thought was going to be, was definitely one of the highlights of up here, up in the FNQ, far North Queensland. Called into a free camp called Canal Creek, which is quite close to Elliot Falls and Twin Falls. And it's also the beginning of the northern section of the Old Telegraph Track. Excellent amusement factor, because a lot of people come down, oh, Telegraph Track, oh, that's for me. They come down, go past this little camp, and come to the first creek crossing, and go to see it to believe it. She's a bit wild. Okay, why am I wearing this gear? Well, this was actually on the side of the road. It's not stolen. Side of the road, and I picked it up on the way up on the trip, and I thought that'd be handy to have, just in case I'm doing any work on the car. I want to be seen by everybody, although orange and red dust on the side of the road, all over the road, it's probably not the best colour combination, but it's some sort of safety. I was going to do a couple of maintenance things. Little nut and bolt has come off the side step here, or the rock sliders, so I'm just going to pop that on, and I won't bore you with it, but that's what I'm about to do. And I'm going to check some of the nuts and bolts and hoses and look as though I know what I'm doing, and hope like anything that everything's still tight and everything's just fine. Good morning, and it is actually morning. It's 7 bells in the morning, not bad. I've just been up to see the sunrise, packed up. Today I moved from Punsand Bay over to, I think it's called Alou, which is over kind of Seisa way. It's supposed to be a pretty nice campsite. It's a little bit closer to the ferry, and I need to be close to the ferry. So on Tuesday I'll do a tour over to the Torres Strait Islands, so that'll be fun. And just to describe this area, this beautiful long beach. On the non-beach side, in other words the campsite, the sand is quite grey and just typical camping area, I guess, just typical wet ground. And it's almost as if they've laid a whole massive beautiful yellow sand down here in Punsand Bay. Obviously they haven't, but yeah, it's beautiful, nice to walk on with your toes crinkling and scrunching in the soft sand. Beautiful. Alright, going to have some breakfast and finish packing.
Take the next left onto Pajinka Road.
Okay, here's the wrap up. Was it an adventure? Absolutely. Would you recommend it? 100%. It was so much fun. And just keep in mind, you're not driving on a freeway, so there will be dust, there will be corrugations. I think that from my estimate, there's probably about 70% of the road is dirt and 30% is bitumen. A random tip would be keep your windows wound up, turn on the air conditioner at all times, and have the recirculation spinning around with inside the car itself. Would I recommend taking a caravan? Well, not really. You can, if you want to prove a point, say my caravan's off-road and therefore, but I would probably recommend either dropping it off in somewhere like Bramwell Station. Because after that you can potentially start doing damage to the caravan and you don't want to do that. And would I recommend doing all the hard yards? Look, it's exciting if you've got a bit of money to burn, because you are full on rolling the dice. When I was up there I saw lots of tow trucks, I saw damaged vehicles, I saw damaged camper trailers, I saw damaged caravans. And I actually met a few people who had some dramas, and it can be costly. But hey, you don't have to do the full-on testosterone. Anyway, wrapping up, it was one hell of a trip, and yes, I definitely recommend it. Whoa, well here I am at the absolute top of Australia, the very tip. The road goes no further. Drove 1,000 kilometres from Cairns to here, lots of corrugation, some smooth road, stayed at some free campsites, stayed at some paid campsites, did some river crossing, did everything I really wanted to do doing Cape York, and it really was the adventure. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe, and if you press the ding button, you'll be notified every time a new video comes out. So until then, this is Four Wheel Drive, signing off at the tip.